Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Oscar's English World. We continue our series Learning English Daily, and the word of the day is spurious. What does spurious mean? Spurious means false and not what it appears to be, and when it relates to reason and judgment, it means something that is incorrectly understood and therefore false. Let me give you an example. An example would be some of the arguments for closing down the factory are strange and others are downright spurious. People who make spurious arguments are sometimes insincere people. The opposite of the word insincere is, of course, sincere. Let me tell you a story about sincerity. And this story actually comes from a movie by Michael Powell called The Red Shoes. And in this movie, there's a character called Boris Lamenkov, which is a dance impresario. And the heroine of the movie is a girl who is played by Maurice Shearer. And her mother is very ambitious for her. So one day, her mother and she and her mother, they go to the opera house and they meet this Boris character. And in this opera house where this ballet is going on. And the mother says to Boris, "This is my daughter. She's an excellent dancer. I hope you take her on." And this Boris character turns around and looks incredibly bored. And he says to her, "I have enough dancers already. Why do you want to dance?" And Maurice Shearer says to him, "Well, you know, I rather enjoy it and I think it's a fun thing to do." And he just turns around and walks away. And the mother says, she's extremely cross, and she says, "Well, what a rude man. It's just well you might not dance for him." And then the camera sort of closes in on her face and you can see her eyes start to blaze. And she walks up to him, she taps him on the shoulder, and he turns around this time looking extremely annoyed and he says, "What?" And she says, "I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I was quite wrong in my answer. It's not that I like to dance and I enjoy it, it's that I have to dance. I am a dancer." And this guy, his eyes just sort of flicker and he looks at her and a big smile appears on his face and he says, "Come and see me Monday morning." So this story tells us how a sincere phrase can actually move people more than a spurious argument. Okay folks, so we've learned a new word today. Don't forget to click like and remember to subscribe. See you next time.